Live from WQAD, this is News 8's Good Morning Quad Cities.
Finding the people responsible who police in Davenport are looking for after a cab driver was stabbed over the weekend.
Live look from our Eagle Eye right now as we get ready for the very last day of April. Will it be any different than the first day of May?
Thank you for joining us for our first look at the news. I'm Julie Sis.
I'm Jim Mertens. This is Good Morning Quad Cities at 4:30.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist James Zahara. May I answer your question?
Sure.
Yeah, not much of a change.
I didn't think so.
I tell you. The good news is we've kind of dried out from the sporadic light shower activity that we had around the area. Right now, everything's kind of spinning just to our north. Of course, we are still keeping the clouds intact, but as far as the wet weather to start off our Wednesday morning, all is dry. Temperatures right now range from 40 degrees in Galesburg to 47 degrees in Princeton. In the immediate Quad Cities, we have a temperature of 41 degrees. We also have a west breeze at around 12 miles an hour. That will be with us as we go throughout the day. The big news will be our temperatures, followed by that next round of some spotty shower activity. This is a warm jacket day, and not just for today, but also heading into tomorrow as well, because we're going to be dealing with some unseasonably cool air. And the spotty showers, yes, they're in the forecast, but not until later on in the day. We'll tell you what type of coverage we're going to be looking at later on in the day, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, James.
Well, more severe weather is threatening a large portion of the United States for a fourth consecutive day. Severe weather has now killed 35 people this week alone. Hundreds have been hurt, tens of thousands without power. The National Weather Service has downgraded the threat for more storms, but some risks remain, including the possibility of large hail, damaging winds, flash flooding in portions of the south and east coast. Arkansas, Mississippi were among the states hardest hit by the latest bout of violent weather. Mississippi authorities confirmed 12 deaths so far.
New details this morning in the search for the missing Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. A private Australian company says it has found debris in the Bay of Bengal that could be from the jet. The area is thousands of miles from the area that crews are currently searching. The company says they actually found the wreckage a month ago. Leaders of the search, though, are dismissing the claim. The company, though, hopes by going public with its report, it will make officials take them seriously.
The NBA handed down the most severe punishment possible on Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling just days after supposedly he made racist remarks, I should say, and they were made public. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has banned Sterling from the league for life after a 3-day investigation into the recordings with his then-girlfriend. Silver confirmed it was Sterling on the recordings. Besides the lifetime ban, Sterling was fined $2.5 million by the league. That controversy sparked a new conversation, though, on race and prejudice in America.
As News 8's Jenna Morton reports, while there has been progress, many still think we have a long way to go.
Yeah, it bothers me a lot that you want to broadcast that you're associating with black people.
Comments like this has sparked a fire and prompted an investigation by the NBA.
The audio recording posted by TMZ is truly offensive and disturbing.
And more shocking is who the comments came from. The Los Angeles Clippers owner, Donald Sterling. A recorded conversation with his girlfriend released. Tuesday, the NBA's commissioner announced Sterling would be banned for life.
What player or employee wants to work for a supervisor that can come out on the main floor and say, I hate your personhood?
Reverend Dwight Ford spends his time at the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center teaching youth about respecting others. He says he commends the commissioner on his actions.
I think it's a bigger win, not just for the NBA, but society as a whole.
And that message is clear.
It sets the standard very high. It allows individuals to understand that if you're going to bring those understandings and precepts about others, that they will not be welcomed here.
Sterling got angry at his girlfriend for posting a picture with former NBA star Magic Johnson.
You could do anything, but don't put them on this event for the world has to see, so they have to call me. And don't bring them into my games, okay?
And while Reverend Ford says today's actions are a step in the right direction to fighting racism, there's still more to be done.
It is in no way the end of a story. It's just the beginning. There's still a lot of work to do.
Jenna Morton, WQAD News 8.
Thanks, Jenna. The NBA commissioner's plan is now to force a sale of the team. He will need support of most of the league's owners to make that happen. Sterling stands to make hundreds of millions of dollars off of that sale.
Police in Davenport need help finding two men accused of robbing and stabbing a cab driver over the weekend. Police released these pictures of two men suspected of stabbing a Lucky Cab Company driver. The stabbing occurred at near 17th and Division Friday night around 11:30. Anyone with information is asked to contact Davenport Police through their app, or you can call the number on the bottom of your screen.
The man accused of placing video cameras in the girls' restroom at a Davenport elementary school has pled not guilty to the crime. 29-year-old Deshaun Isbell appeared in federal court yesterday. He is charged with production of child pornography after a custodian found 3 video cameras in the girls' bathroom at Hayes Elementary School earlier this month. He could face a minimum of 15 years in prison. Police in Milledgeville are looking into a hazing incident at the local high school involving sexually explicit pictures taken of one of its students. Administrators say a group of students shared an explicit photo, that is, of a classmate that someone took in a locker room. Police say students shared the pictures using the app called Snapchat, which erases itself in 10 seconds or less, making it hard for investigators to track. Students involved will face disciplinary action at school and could face felony charges if police pursue it.
Davenport city leaders say they plan to host more events to talk about the issue of teen suicide in the community. Last night, school and city leaders hosted a meeting on the topic, and more than 100 people visited booths to learn about prevention and mental health resources. Experts say talking about suicide and depression is the most important thing we can do as parents and friends.
I wish they would know that if they were to try and harm themselves or kill themselves, that they're leaving their whole life behind.
There doesn't need to be any more suicides here or anywhere.
City leaders agreed last night's meeting was only a first step in curbing the epidemic. They say there will be more opportunities for parents and students to share their experiences as well in the search for a solution. Still ahead on Good Morning Quad City's taking antidepressants during pregnancy. The new concerns that expecting mothers should consider before taking them.
Plus a case for marijuana, the steps in Iowa to get a form of medical cannabis legalized, and what's next. He's looking for help.
Warm jackets are a must for today. We've got some cool numbers to start off this Wednesday morning. We'll tell you where the coolest numbers are right after the break here on Good Morning.
You're watching Good Morning Quad Cities with Jim Mertens and Julie Sisk.